Welcome to Lesson 17. As you travelled through the previous lessons, you heard me say, don't pay too much attention to the numbers. It's more important to follow the logic and identify the behaviour patterns. In other words, what do you look for and what do you do when you find it? But numbers certainly have a place, and we'll now consider what that place is. The first thing to consider is, why are the numbers there in the first place? They allow us to monitor the impact some factor is having on a set of circumstances. So they give us a way of assessing the relevance of something. If I say I am lifting a rock, a number can change the significance of that statement. For example, I'm lifting a 5-kilogram rock. Compare that with, I am lifting a 50-kilogram rock. The numbers allow us to relate different circumstances. John is holding two 10-kilogram rocks, while Fred has only one 20-kilogram rock. The numbers allow us to assign significance to a set of circumstances. But in order to get the full benefit of this, it is important that we can process numbers quickly and accurately. Otherwise, they become a distraction from the relevance of why we are investigating those circumstances. We will now spend a few lessons making sure that your basic number skills are adequate to allow you to process numbers easily. We'll begin in the classroom of Miss Michaela. She is one of our resident numeracy experts. She also runs our training program directed towards reskilling people who have recently lost their job, so they can become teachers and a productive component of our society. I'll switch you through to her classroom.
Numbers that you've never seen before.
Boys, suggest the answer.
Miss, I think it is 2032.
Okay. We will write that. What do you think, sir?
A bigger number than that. Let's run through the numbers.
The total here is 12. So we write 2. And carry 1.
A very, very small number.
Quiet, please.
The numbers are astronomical. Numbers that you've never seen before.
The total here is 3. So we write 3.
Some fairly vast number.
There is no carry number.
A catastrophically low number. Numbers that you wouldn't even think are believable.
The total here is 20.
A very, very high number.
So we write 0. And finish the answer with the carry over value 2.
It's a ridiculous number. And when you add it all together, the number is through the roof.
Your answer is correct. Well done. Boys. How did he go?
No good, miss.
Sorry, you are fired.
It's a negative.
She's good, isn't she? That was a class of our most difficult students. She has a great success rate with any who give her full attention. Did you do that, or were you distracted? What did you notice about how she handled adding those numbers? I will ask her to do it again, but this time we won't have the distractions. Use the time between her statements to think about those statements. I have not shortened the video. It's exactly the same length as the previous one. Whenever a distraction has been removed, quiet time appears. Some students have difficulty with this, as they've been conditioned to expect constantly changing images. That is not how mathematics works. The videos in this course give you something to think about and the time to think about it.
Numbers that you've never seen before.
Boys. Suggest the answer.
Miss. I think it is 2051.
Okay. We will write that. The total here is 12. So we write 2. And carry 1. The total here is 5. So we write 5. There is no carry number. The total here is 20. So we write 0. And finish the answer with the carry over value 2. Sorry, you are fired.
The negative.
Did you listen closely to what she said? Did you notice how she repeated herself? When she dealt with the first column, the one on the right-hand side, the one we call the units column, she said, the total here is, so we write, and carry or not. In other words, she repeated herself for each column. She used a self-contained 3-step process, which is repeated for each column of numbers. If you get it right once, you should get it right every time. Like everything else in mathematics, we use a simple algorithm to process a component of the task one at a time. We'll visit the subtraction classroom next time. I'll see you then.